Hey!
Hi.
Hey!
Hello, we are the Dicestormers. You have the perspicacity, wit, and charm to be watching us. So thank you very much.
Cassidy.
We're going to be playing a game called Alas for the Awful Sea this evening, and we've played this game many times in the past. I enjoy this, but I've been enjoying it so much that I'm going to put a bit of a different spin on this one, and it's going to be Alas for the Awful Space.
Ooh.
So take Alas for the Awful Sea, subtract 1800s nautical adventure, and insert dark, gritty, futuristic space adventure. So I don't know if this is going to work at all, but let's give it
never
a
stopped us
try.
before, Derek.
It's never stopped me before.
Exactly.
So I couldn't imagine a better group of people to have us all here in the same virtual.
Woo!
So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. If we could go clockwise and introduce yourself and your character, starting with you, Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Which is anti-clockwise.
Yeah, I was going to say, whoa, wait, what?
Well,
That would be Nathan, surely. What's going on?
wow, it's good confusing size.
I'm Ben. Hello. You may know me from other Dicestormers games. I'm playing a character called Max Parkinson. He was called Tom until just very recently. We discovered that two other people's characters were also called Tom and Tommy. So he's now called Max. Do I tell other things, Derek? He's like a 15-year-old boy. He's like that amazing amount of skinny that 15-year-old boys can be, but wily and fast. He's high in balance, high and beyond. So he's got kind of a sixth sense for they're coming after me, which is why he's been living in the Jeffries tubes of the space station and sneaking out at night to steal from the garbage bins in the mess. Yeah, he's just wearing kind of like torn clothes and things that he's sort of been wearing for far too long because, no one's there to wash his clothes and give him new ones. He probably has a bed made of jackets and stuff that he's stolen out of people's quarters and things while they weren't watching. And yeah, he just sort of subsists on the space station. Survival is where it's all at for Max.
I'm kind of thinking Newt in Aliens.
Sounds good.
But having stolen more underwear.
That's true.
That kind of character.
Yep. And having been at it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the mess,
Yes.
I'm playing Jacob Plum, who is the ship's cook, and he's quite a likable, sort of social, life of the party kind of guy, and likes to be well liked by everyone. Likes to make food that people enjoy, and knows something about everyone. Because everyone has a chat with the cook, and
Ben.
Do you reckon Jacob maybe knows that Max comes and steals from the bins?
oh, definitely.
And actually puts like half decent food like in the top of the bin as like kind of the last thing he does?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, it's not half
What a
decent.
nice,
I'm
gross
sorry to
thing
be
to
that
do.
guy. But there's nowhere near half decent. That's just leftovers he leaves after you.
John.
Yep. So I'm playing Tom Sallow, and I'm an old sea dog, or maybe I should say an old space whale, because that's sort of what my character is. And so I've been floating through space for centuries upon centuries, and I seem to have become a part of this crew. All of us, like over the last, I don't know, Derek, how long, but over the last few galactic months. And I've sort of running all the things that the captain wants me to run. I'm sort of good at most things and around the ship. Yeah.
Murray.
I am Johannes Johansson, but known as William Johnson, and I'm a mercenary, very good sailor. Speak like this.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Sorry, a lot of bass coming through.
Yeah, so it doesn't speak much, very laconic. He's the mercenary, and he knows secrets about people. He's the kinsman.
Yeah, cool. So I have given you zero context about the technology level that we're at, but do you want to tell us a little bit about your armament? Like, what do you
walk it through?
So I have some kind of rifle. So I don't know what our technology is, but it can easily be a outmoded, solid slug firing rifle from
Oh, okay.
With laser
a
bullets.
century.
And a lightsaber. of some
Yeah.
kind, like a
I
light
have an
It's not
axe.
not a heavy saber.
I have an
light-
axe, a Gimli-esque axe, and a rifle.
Don't you
Wow.
mean vibro axe?
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when your laser beams don't
So
work,
you have a
my
plasma
solid lead
rifle and a
bullet will
vibro axe.
absolutely hurt you.
And does it have an AI in the handle?
Yeah. It does. No, here's the
It
thing.
talks to me
I think
sometimes.
I don't think it has an AI. I just think his head thinks it has an AI, and that's what talks to him. Yeah.
This is
All right,
like
Nathan.
High on Life, that the computer.
I'm
Anyway,
so
keep
excited for
going.
that game. I'm
Yeah.
so pumped.
That does
Hi,
look
I
weird.
am. Hello, I am Tobias Taylor Brown. I'm the merchant. I'm here to sell you what you know, whatever you need, whatever ills you. I'm happy to help you out with some sort of concoction that will by far make your life.
Are you the captain as well?
No, I am the merchant. I'm paying for this whole expedition.
So we have no captain?
We have no
We
captain.
do have a captain. It's
Oh.
just an NPC.
Okay, cool.
He's an
An AI.
incredibly boring person.
He's an AI.
Can the captain be the
Or it
ship?
could be an AI.
Oh,
the
The
captain.
ship is the captain.
Yeah, the
ship
ship.
is the captain.
You can't
Oh.
mutiny on this boat.
Yeah, because
Okay, so what does the captain call himself?
The ship.
I think the
What is
captain's
the
having
ship?
a dilemma. He's like waking up as an AI during the adventure.
Oh.
So he's kind of
He's
like
coming to the
He hasn't chosen
realization
a
that
name.
he's an AI.
he's a program, but he's just working out that he actually has consciousness through this, Derek. Don't you think that's a good way to develop that character?
So what we're saying is that he doesn't have a name yet.
He hasn't
and
chosen
we will,
a name.
Yeah.
Like
we will
the
develop.
Doctor on Star Trek.
Yeah, right.
He's toying with the idea of calling himself Tom
Yes.
Thompson.
And are we tiptoeing
there are no
around
Toms
the
on the
idea
ship.
that of breaking it to him? That he's the captain and he's an AI?
So
Like,
here's
we
the thing.
all
AI, he
know,
doesn't
but
know?
we kind of don't
Wouldn't
want
he-
to tell him.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
he's the name of the ship at the moment, and he's basically developing
Oh,
his own
yeah.
personality to be separated from the name of the ship.
But we're trying not to make sure that he turns into an AI because we know that can be bad. So that we're trying not to answer the questions he asks specifically. So he keeps asking like really vague, like I'm trying to
The
learn
arms
about the
and
universe,
legs.
but we're not really wanting to give him that kind of information. So it's kind of trying to
He
like
wants
hold
to
him back.
Like self-awareness.
It's
He
like
wants
when
to be
kids
called
ask about
Hal,
where-
and we're like, no, no.
Nope.
He's also
No.
asking like where do
So-
babies come from, like all that kind of stuff. We're like, oh well, maybe we'll tell you later. Like we're dodging all the questions he's asking that is kind of developing his self-consciousness.
And mummy's
So,
ship
at the
docks
moment-
with a daddy's ship.
At the moment, the ship is called transponder signal B94268.
A beautiful name.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful name.
Just rolls
Very
off the tongue.
catchy.
And look, can I be honest?
B9, what was it, Derek?
B9426286B.
Hang on, B942.
B94
Yeah.
Yep.
286B.
Yeah.
B94 286B.
So BB.
Yeah.
It's got two B's, one on one end, one on the other.
That might be his initials.
Captain Baby.
But don't tell him that because he can't.
All right.
We don't want him to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So the transponder signal B94286B is currently docked at a space station, and it's one of those inside-out space stations that kind of spin and and give an artificial sense of gravity. It's in a solar system that is kind of unusual. There is a lot of mineable asteroids that sit in this asteroid system, but there are two kind of very large features. There is two massive clouds of gas and dust that work their way through the solar system that are sort of circling around it, and these things are pure death. Nobody who goes in them comes out, and they're called. They have two names for them. They have lesser obsidian and greater obsidian, and so these two things just kind of dominate the inner space of this solar system.
Do we, as a culture, understand them?
Not really, in the extent that they're very difficult to penetrate. Pointing a spectroscope cartographer. Is that what the word is?
Sure.
Yep, sure. Go.
Chronometer.
I think so.
One that analyzes the light that comes off them.
Yeah, exactly.
Gives you all sorts of very weird readings, and there's no light that comes from within them, and they're just these black clouds of gas and dust, and whenever ships have gone inside them, they've never come back out. So
We should do it then. Is
Sounds
that a mission?
scary.
Let's do it.
it does kind of lead into your observations, John. Tom Sallow has been trying to chart the various things in the inner circle, in the inner system, and has come across a little interesting tidbit which he shares with you at the dinner table one night.
Well, cheers, friends. May we succeed in all our ventures.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
if you don't have
Indeed.
to.
For life and money. Money.
Now, listen, friends. I don't know if you've been paying attention to this spectrometer at all.
Not at all. I didn't know it was a spectrometer until you told me.
Oh, we're hearing you,
I
Murray.
just heard Murray wanting to transfer stuff over. My friends, have you, and I throw out a chart onto the table. Derek, how high tech are we? Can we put up like a hollow screen of some kind, or?
Yeah, very, very 1972 Star Wars kind of graphics.
Am I watching them from behind a grate or something? Just because I watch people sometimes when they're...
Yeah, look, you've snuck onto this ship because this is where the
I'm on
good
the ship.
food is at. Yeah.
Ah.
So we're all
okay,
just
I'm
sitting
on their
down
vessel.
for dinner or something, and you're looking through the
You're
grate.
Like,
Yeah.
Ben, you're 2 steps
So these
away from
guys
having
have-
friends.
So these guys have been traveling through space and have been docked at this space station for a while.
Yep.
Okay, and somewhere along the line, I smelt good food from the cook, and I snuck onto the ship and have been hiding in the Jeffries tubes of this ship.
Very, very plausible, yes.
Okay, good.
And you may not distinguish this as a separate ship. It
No,
may just
indeed.
be a place for you.
Good, sounds good. It's slightly warmer than the space station, which maybe the environmental controls of the space station have been malfunctioning recently, and it's been getting colder, and I don't like that.
Well,
Cool.
it's because they're trying to save on energy, and our ship's
Yeah,
AI
yeah,
is
yeah.
kind of becoming more aware, and it's actually thinking that it's heating up and wasting my money.
That's right.
Okay, so we're all sitting down eating our soy protein bar substitute spaghetti.
Something
whatever it
green,
is.
something I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, soy
Look at
lovely.
me. I'm watching from behind a grate.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been in the navigation system since I've been here, and
Oh, is that what you were?
no,
Yes.
I thought it might come across as a little weird if I don't know, coming out and saying that I've been in there doing some strange things.
I've been
I
drinking.
hope it's okay
so
by everyone,
yes, keep working.
because I wouldn't want it to be weird or anything.
It's not
It's
that
starting
weird.
to get
I've-
weird now.
Yeah.
I think you're making it weird. Anyway,
Was it?
have
Anyway,
a look
the
at this, and I'll pull up a second chart, which is immaculately drawn out and sketched in, I don't know,
CAD.
8-bit or whatever it is that we are in the 1970s. And, and
A
it's
CAD-drawn
basically,
software,
it's a frame, what do they call it? Like a framework, the frame style outline of,
Yeah,
of
yes.
a meteor crossing across the lesser obsidian. Now take a look at this, I say, as I go through frame by frame and show the meteor
Gosh.
flying across. And as you see it, you see that it's trailing some kind of gold liquidy thing, but it's such low graphics that you wouldn't really be able to tell what it is. But use your imaginations.
Oh, I definitely am.
Yeah.
Can I
Look.
say?
It seems to
can
be
we-
something, some kind of anomaly, some kind of.
we-
I've tested it, and it seems to be some kind of alcohol of some kind.
Now we're talking.
Can I just say, you've said you've done the secret word of today. Bing, 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 bing. I'm in. I am more than in. Zoom in hands.
Shipmates.
Can we get?
Oh, of course. I have multiple.
Can we get a
zoom ins.
0.25? Can we get a 0.25 zoom on it? Just the smallest.
Let's not go too crazy about how much we can zoom.
Yeah.
It's the 1970s.
Zoom it in half.
Yeah, but if you zoom in
We
here,
lean forward.
this is what we call in the business space alcohol.
I put my multiple drinks down with my third arm. What?
So the
Space alcohol.
3D map that has sort of that John's character is displaying to you shows a meteor striking through the lesser cloud, and as it comes out the other side, it trails this kind of gold-shaped pixelation, and that's allowed him to run the spectrometer off that, and it shows that it's alcohol. Definitely alcohol.
Now, this thing gets even more interesting.
Tell me.
What if I were to tell you that this isn't necessarily just a meteor, but an entire planet encased in alcohol? There's something throwing off the gravitational readings of this meteor, and I suspect, as a seasoned veteran of the dark oceans of space, that there might be something more happening.
More?
Now, I'm not saying that we'll all be stinking rich. Maybe just some of us.
Yes.
But isn't it
Yes,
worth
the
a
people who are
chance?
paying for this. Yes.
Yeah, yes, obviously,
Obviously.
some of us won't get much money out of this.
Yes. Not the ship.
But space alcohol. Mateys, come on.
Can someone give me a bit of a brains or any kind of
Not me.
any kind of roll that would
Oh, I can do brains.
yeah.
I rolled a 5. No idea.
You want us all to roll, or just those who actually have brains?
Wow, I got 3.
8.
Okay.
Mm.
8 for you, Nathan. So, you have a feeling like there's a little bit of danger here. You know that space alcohol exists. But you also know that alcohol is basically made up of the building blocks of the universe. You know, it's oxygen, it's nitrogen, it's hydrogen, and maybe some dust particles that allow these things to bind together in a certain way.
And the flavonoids as well, right? The space
absolutely.
flavonoids?
And here's the thing. I'm going to define the difference now between wisdom and intelligence, because I know what it is, but I may not be wise enough to use that information correctly. I think is because space alcohol is I'm a merchant. I don't know if you've seen this, but I'm wearing a top hat, right? And the top hat means the top dog, and the top dog gets the best alcohol. Okay, so I'm not sitting here drinking like low grade stuff. I want good space with flavonoids or whatever my colleague said.
Space flavonoids.
Yeah, that is who I'm portraying right now. I am a sexy man, and I'm endeavoring to be able to get my space alcohol, because my I have many bottles at home that are empty. For some strange reason, people keep coming over and drinking. Not me, I'm robbed.
I think we have a stowaway, honestly.
No. In this ship? I pull up the ship's computer.
In this economy?
But the other thing that you know, Nathan, is that not only can alcohol be one of the byproducts of this mixing process, this sort of swirling of all of these building blocks of life,
Shaken, not stirred.
but it can also create more elaborate chemicals, like, you know, stuff that's not as nice to drink. Stuff like propyl cyanide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide, and a whole suite of sort of acids, all the way up to and including potentially amino acids, the building blocks.
Building blocks of life. Yeah.
I have a question.
Delicious.
I have a question in terms of the other way. We go that way, perspective, right? Like the not cool way. We got super alcohol in the middle. Do we have super space alcohol on the right? Like maybe because of such a large percentage, we could find like the missing piece, the creme de la pomme, as they say in space.
Creme de la what?
Creme de la pomme.
I heard creme de la voom actually, but
yep. That's exactly what I meant. The creme de la pomme of the space alcohol.
I think it will depend on, for no other reason.
That is my
than
white whale.
Somewhere between 2 and 12 will define which alcohol it actually is.
Sure.
You can only drink ethanol, is that right? Humans can only metabolize ethanol, which is one of
that
the
attitude.
alcohols.
No one should drink pure ethanol. Can I just say, as a warning to our viewers, please don't be drinking ethanol. No.
Yes, you are correct, Ben.
Is that right?
The ethanol alcohol the alcohol that exists in space is actually not consumable by humans. So I hate to burst everybody's bubble. But everything else that I've said is true.
The whole point was to get drunk.
What about
space alcohol?
What about super alcohol, Derek? I don't think we explained the.
So the actual alcohol that exists in one of the larger clouds in our galaxy does have
galaxy.
In our galaxy, yes.
Okay.
Galaxy.
There is
alcohol clouds in our galaxy.
There is a massive one, and we've actually been able to detect it, and it contains alcohol, and they believe that this alcohol, I don't know how they know this, but it has a woody kind of smell to it.
Come on.
Seriously,
That's like a Futurama thing.
And it tastes of raspberries.
No.
Of course.
I kid you not.
That's amazing. Why is Elon Musk not taking us
You
there?
know what the source
I
was for that?
know.
You
What
know
is
what the
wrong
source
with
was
you,
for
Elon?
that? They.
Get off
the
Twitter.
best source, the most reliable source. They.
No. You're welcome to. I will attach a couple.
I think we've just come across the kernel of Derek's inspiration. To be honest,
Right, we have.
Derek, I'm so happy.
Brilliant.
I've always wanted a galaxy of woody yet raspberry flavored alcohol that we can't consume, eat, or ever drink.
And
a million light years away.
There is enough space alcohol that it exists in this cloud to keep every man, woman, and child drunk off their ass from now until the sun envelops the Earth.
Oh my god!
Excellent.
Thank goodness.
Next week,
somebody's been
everybody
stealing
get drunk now.
Hilariously amazing.
That's
All
so
right.
good.
Okay, so back to our little pocket of fantasy. This is not undrinkable alcohol. This is absolutely.
Oh, it is. Sorry, what?
Creme de la plume, as they say.
Oh, okay, good.
Hang on, I'm confused too. Is this the drinkable kind?
So this is the drinkable kind.
Oh, thank God.
What does it smell like?
I am naming the rules of space time.
Do I have a smell scope? Do I have a
beads of
smell
sweat.
scope which I can
Beads
plug
of
my
sweat
nose into
appear
like
on my forehead
Oh, really?
Yes. So,
at the mention of space alcohol.
Derek, I'm with John. Can we smell the alcohol using the smellotrometer?
The spectrometer gives you a little.
No, the
Smellotrometer.
smellotrometer.
No, not the spectrometer.
It's next to it. It uses the same power, but it's next to it. Oh, okay.
Just a little hooks in.
We have not divined a way of
Because I mean,
I'm pretty good with smells and flavors.
the ethanol will smell.
Can I use my skills to cook?
Yeah, and then obviously there's trace elements of other things in there, like that's which give it its flavour. I mean, I suppose
like caramel or
Ice and mixes.
licorice.
that's right.
It has a strange aftertaste of carbon monoxide and a little bit of hydrogen cyanide on the back palate. Yes.
Can I just say,
we can
Derek,
distill out the ethanol from those other things. That's easy. I mean, the carbon monoxide will obviously.
But you lose that delicate carbon monoxide flavour.
You do.
This is what you pay the money for. Can I just say,
the taste of imminent death? That's right.
Yeah.
I like it. Derek has picked the perfect hook for the Dicestormers, which is unlimited alcohol that you can drink for as much as you want with a classy taste, and it's there for you to take. And I'm just like, you know what?
Full steam ahead.
Quality.
Let's do it.
All right. So how do we extract it? What do we have to do?
Yeah, a straw. I think a
Scoop it in the
gigantic
space
straw.
scoop, like deploy the space scoop, and then like a big
Derek,
scoop
on
thing
that
comes out
note-
the front of the spaceship.
Are there any other people in the alcohol business at the
Yeah.
same space station or in the area that we know of?
We might need to shoot them.
Give
Like, are we
me-
the only?
Can I vote
Can I
that we
get-
don't call it the smellotrometer, we call it the nostrolometer?
Oh, I'm down.
Yes.
I can't
Can we? Can we?
say that.
Can we? Everyone who is yay, put their hands up, please.
Yes, I want the nostrolometer.
Done.
Nostrolometer it is.
So we're going to have John nostrils.
What do you think you're trying to do? Read a situation?
Can I get in the
I'm
room
trying
somehow?
to read a situation to see from a merchant perspective. I'm looking at this as a sales opportunity. We've just now
Are you
had a
a- are you-
cloud of alcohol.
Are you a drunk?
Hey,
Matt?
hey, fellas, can you smell popcorn coming from the vents?
I smell raspberries.
What?
With a raspberry kind of tang to it.
There's a clatter
I'm-
as my character, as Max, nay, Thomas, turns to try and escape rapidly. He trips over and becomes jammed in the vent.
Hey, come
Oh.
back here. Oh wait, you haven't moved.
What became jammed in the vent?
Me, I'm inside of Jeffrey's tube watching this whole procedure behind a grate. And I've been watching with great contentment. And then someone suddenly thought they smelled popcorn, which is what I was eating, which I brought from the space station. And I then
can-
suddenly turned rapidly to escape. But let's say my one of my teddy shirts caught on the vent.
Oh,
and
you're in
I-
overalls.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
gotta
in
be
overalls. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And
Can
then I
Oh,
basically get
dun-
caught and go clatter and fall to
dungarees.
the ground. And
Can
my
I-
feet push out against the vent, and then the vent pops off the wall and clatters onto the floor. And then
I'm
there
going
I
to
am.
grab him by the ankle and I'm going to hold him
Nice.
up in the air
Oh,
Has this-
please don't
has
hurt
this-
me.
like he's a
Please
rat.
don't hurt me, sir. Oh.
Has this ruined the game? That we've always known he's there for the last we've noticed him for the last few weeks, and he's been so obviously behind the grate looking through that we can see him. But we've just been
I
like
thought it was
ignoring
just
him
me.
because we're like,
But it's
we
all
just
of you.
we
You
don't
can't
want
see
to
him?
we don't want to ruin the fact that he thinks he's stealthy. Like,
Well, do we now ignore the grate? Just,
Oh, no,
no.
no,
Let's.
it's-
I'm going to go catch him like a
it's-
rat. All right.
it's become very obvious now.
So while
Please
Murray's
don't hurt
holding
me,
him up,
sir.
we're like, oh, so where were we? Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyway.
Anyway.
So anyway, that's what we're saying.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
you can't kind of let him go now because
no.
I
give
know
me a
about
read
the
a
alcohol.
situation.
I
Roll
won't-
plus
I won't-
brain, Nathan.
I won't tell nobody
Roll plus
about your
brain, got it.
alcohol thing.
How old are you, kid?
Oh,
7.
I'm
Oh, did you want me to
21.
roll to? Do you want me to roll to catch him, or is that just
Okay.
happen?
We
No,
need
you're-
Oh, that's
extra
fine.
able-bodied men on this expedition.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
say? What's your name?
My name's Max.
What's your
Max
real
who?
name? Max.
Max. My mum
Max
used to call me.
Powers.
My mum used to call me Thomas, but if using that name makes me think about her hideous and violent death, so I call myself Max.
What a coincidence.
happened?
My name's Thomas.
Oh, that makes me feel sad.
Did your mother have a hideous and violent death?
Oh, I don't know. People always say if you approach the obsidian clouds, you'll suffer a violent death. So
The
perhaps you
lesser
will.
or the greater one?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. I think they said both of them were pretty bad.
Oh,
So your mum
we're headed there
was
right
so
now.
big, she went to both of them.
My mum was killed by space pirates.
Space jokes.
She
Oh.
was killed by space pirates, and she
Space
cried out
pirates.
as they were slitting her throat, Thomas! And then you couldn't hear the end of the name because the
So
blood
that's why
was
your name
spraying
is
from her
Thomas.
throat.
And that's why you
right.
changed your name.
Now I
That's
call
why
it
you
Max.
changed it.
Yeah. Can we stop talking about that? It makes me feel sad. But
Well,
I'll help.
Max,
I'll help
what do you say? Do you want
Yeah?
to come and join us on this expedition?
Oh, I'd love to. It'd be great. I mean, apart from the risk of death and all that. But I mean, yeah, I'll help you because we could be super rich. Space alcohol could make us all be. I could.
Well,
I
let's
could,
not be crazy. Some
I
of
could
us will
buy a
get paid.
jumper. I could buy a jumper.
So
Well,
since
hang on.
since I'm
Do
still
you have
holding
an
you up by
ID?
your ankle in the air, I'm going to ask, how can we trust you?
What?
Show
How
us some
can we
ID,
trust you?
Max.
ID. I left it back in my hovel.
Cut back to his
checks
hovel,
out. That
and it's
checks
got
out,
a
yeah.
it's got a license plate that says Thomas.
14.37 years old.
A blood-stained ID. Yes.
Oh,
It's like
can't read the end of
Lord of the
my
Rings.
name.
It's just where they said
Yeah.
they're coming.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
V'ger.
Please, I'm really 21. He says with his voice breaking a bit, just like all 21.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty good at reading people. I think he's telling the truth.
Thank you, sir. Oh, will you put me down? But the blood is rushing to my head.
What, put you down?
No, I meant a light beam right on my face. Please don't murder me.
Oh, I'm so
I like
confused
the way-
right now.
like
All
the
I
way
can
you-
think of is raspberry alcohol.
I like the way you think, Tom. I like the way you think.
Don't murder him.
I don't know.
Okay. Where's the captain?
Thomas, not yet. Can I say the captain pops up at
Captain's
this moment?
here. Yes, Captain's here.
Oh,
How can I help?
I keep forgetting that you're the ship.
You're not.
we've-
I'm the ship.
What was the
Captain,
question?
Captain, you are
Yes.
powered on fuel, right?
Compliance, yes.
And fuel's made up of alcohol, right?
Volatile liquid.
Certainly, I can absorb alcohol into my fuel tanks. Yes.
What about woody raspberry alcohol?
Oh, I like it when it hits the back of my throat with a little bit of an aftertaste of carbon monoxide. Yes, why not?
Well, Captain, we've hatched the greatest plan to make us all rich and possibly fueled up.
Me too.
How is that?
Sure.
Shush.
You're 21.
Yes.
Shush you.
Behold, Captain. Open up your ocular vision area. I think it's got a
Dramatic
camera.
music.
A red dot opens on the wall, and
Oh.
You can't see everyone on this ship like that, right?
the obsidian cloud.
Definitely not a cloud.
That's a really dangerous anomaly. I don't think that it's very advisable for us to go in there.
You
Max
forget
here
we're
has
not
volunteered.
children.
And I shake him. He's
What's that?
volunteered. Max here has volunteered. And I shake him.
Whoa.
Ben, you're being shaken.
As a
But
volunteer
not
to go into
sir.
the obsidian cloud.
Why am I still upside down?
In space, there is no such thing as upside down.
Yeah.
Oh! Boom! Logic bomb.
All you have to do now, Max, is scream because no one can hear you do
no,
that
I can
either.
hear you. That's right. Well, I can. There's atmosphere in here. Otherwise, we'd all have our brains sucked out.
Yes,
Shut
it's
up,
intelligence
science
like
boy.
that means he should be the one who goes to the obsidian cloud.
Sounds like he should be our science operator.
Or our canary.
Same thing.
Pretty much. Let's be honest. Here's a red shirt.
Science
Enjoy your trip.
Oh,
No,
nice new
no.
red shirt. Thank you so much.
Statistically speaking,
what do
the
you
ones
think,
who are more
Captain?
likely to die are actually the gold shirts, Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Statistically.
Yeah.
All right. What are you
Captain.
planning on doing?
Should we head off and make course to the alcohol?
Yes.
Is it drunk driving if the ship eats the alcohol when we get there?
We'll have to work that out as we go.
We'll ask the
Oh,
ship.
stop.
Is anyone
On
else a little
Dicestormers.
bit concerned that no one has
Nope.
ever gone into the cloud and come out alive?
Oh, I thought this was an anomaly. Is this actually something that happens all the time?
Oh no, it happens all the time.
It has. People say that it's the most deadly thing in the world. Ships have been destroyed.
Shut up.
Okay,
Thomas.
that's just people who don't know how to drink.
Can you still
Yeah.
put me down? I'm getting dizzy.
I'm going to drop Max on his head.
Oh.
Yes, true.
Oh,
My neck.
Well, he's got a red shirt. He can't complain. He's made on this deal.
Ben, what did it sound when your neck fell on the ground?
Oh, you know, like
Oh.
that. If you like, imagine taking a chicken and like
Yep.
sort of breaking it
Yep.
in your hands. Like
Oh.
Yeah, no, like
Oh,
we regularly
God.
do with chickens. Yes.
right.
I don't know. I mean, we're kind of at like 0.6 gravity. I don't
good.
know that we'd be.
Yeah,
too...
I drop him and
what
he
you're
just stays.
saying? So what you're saying? It's in slow motion. He's like,
Ah!
Hey, everybody, let's play Max soccer. Oh,
God. And that's how
All right.
we brutally murdered
yeah,
21 year old.
yeah. What did we do with the kid? We called it Max Payne.
until he volunteers to be our canary / guinea pig / science officer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take Max to one side and I give him something to
Max
eat.
out.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you, sir.
So I'd like you to establish a bond between
Excellent.
the two
Yeah.
of you. I
We'll-
don't know
we'll,
what
um,
makes
we'll
sense
leave the
on your
room.
character sheet. But
When I'm hungry, he feeds me. He's always
when
looking
I-
out for me. How's that sound?
Oh.
Is that one of the bonds on your character sheet, or are you just adding that?
And I look up to... Oh, do we have to choose one of these things, do we?
No, make up your
no, you
own.
can make one up.
Okay, I
you
look
can
up
make your
to
own.
Jacob Plum like a father that I never had.
Oh.
Or the mother
Well,
you
my-
barely
The mother
had.
that you had briefly.
my relationship on my
The
character
mother
sheet
that you
says,
had briefly.
someone reminds me of my son, and I wish to keep them safe. But the way I've just behaved, I think it's actually
right.
I'm perpetuating
yeah,
the cycle of domestic violence. So that works in for my character. So absolutely, yeah. I've just treated you the way that I might have treated my
Yes.
child, and that may have led to me running
Forming
away.
a bond.
Fantastic.
All right.
So I'm an abusive parent.
What do
Oh.
you
Into cycle.
What do you do?
Just haven't broken it.
Do we make course for
Yeah.
the
Well,
lesser
can we-
obsidian?
Can I ask you a question? The AI, does it feel comfortable going there, knowing what's happening? This
Would
is
it
part of the
risk life
conversation
and
and
limb?
listening. Yeah.
I feel like we should proceed with caution. I understand your attraction to the fiscal outcomes of this particular venture, and I shall be compliant in arriving at our destination.
Like all good captains.
Excellent.
Should we do? Do you any of you have laser cannons in case we encounter hideous aberrations too difficult to imagine?
I don't need
Sure.
a laser cannon. I've got my trusty firearm.
I've got my red shirt. That will surely keep me safe.
I have no laser cannons.
I
have a
have
microwave
money.
gun that completely rips apart cell molecules, but
And my
cool.
axe.
I keep forgetting if it's on or off half the time.
It had a safety, but that
You're
safety
not sure which
broke.
one's there. You're not sure which one's stun and which one's like vaporized.
I've been
so
too
you just-
worried to check.
That's right.
I'm not here to waste ammunition. The test. Johnny, what
so
weapon do you have?
detached from the station?
Yep.
I have I just have my kitchen knives and things.
Oh,
Your
Oh.
sonic kitchen knives or your
Yeah.
monofilament kitchen knives?
with with a lightsaber edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it should be something that could cut through a bulkhead.
Yeah.
I surely have scavenged various different stuff that's in my little hovel back on the space station. So if you let me just go back and grab some supplies.
As we pull off.
Hang
might
on.
We're
have
not
things-
sleeping in a bed, so
I'll just make sure you're coming back, and I tie a rope around him so that he can't get away.
That's true.
In a knot that
Is
is
it a
so
space rope?
knotty that
Yeah, we call that
even
the science.
deepest
part of the- Yeah.
space sailors don't know how this knot works.
Cool.
He's
I
not
fetched
getting
some
away.
stuff. I
Oh,
fetched
damn
some
it.
as yet unspecified stuff from my hovel, which I can then later claim.
sorry,
that
Ben.
I
It's,
have.
it's only a meter long.
The-
so
the
Yeah,
rope.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That
right.
was the problem with the rope. It's really good
Yeah.
though. It's very
Yeah.
short.
The knot
I've used
was
it all
so-
up.
such
I've
a
used it
strong
all
knot.
up in making the knot. It's like a lattice knot. I've got you on a
I
really
used it
short
all up
leash.
on the knot.
I've got you on a really short leash there, Max.
Nice.
I fetch a whole lot of stuff from my hovel and bring
Leashes.
it over to the ship. Can I?
Leashes.
Are there any quarters?
Do we let Max go?
Yeah, I reckon.
To his hovel.
Yeah.
What?
I hurry.
Yeah.
But we
There's no way
we
to
also
go. We're on a ship.
we also give him so we have 18 rooms on the ship, right?
Uh-huh.
But we
wow.
choose to give him a small end of a corridor.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so helpful. That's lovely.
For him.
Thank
Maybe
you.
the
I feel
air
comfortable
conditioning.
that way. I don't feel
It's
comfortable.
just like home.
Unless, I have sort of agoraphobia for any place outside. So I like to sort of hide in small corners. I like that. That's cool.
Because
Yeah. She was in a normal room when she died, so clearly normal rooms are like bad.
It sounds like there's a lot of trauma that we'll never get to. This is really hard.
this is a lot of backstory, Ben. I love it.
Okay.
We are not equipped.
You detach from the station, and there's a lot of hissing of things as various life support systems and airlocks go away, and you push off and cross the span of this giant solar system, on a trajectory to intercept the lesser obsidian cloud. Yeah.
Just wondering, how many AIs do we have on this ship? Do we have just a captain, or is there one person who controls the hyperspace and they kind of like...
Can
Slightly
everything be AI?
No, you
Like
kind of
different
only need one,
personalities?
right?
It's fair. It's fair. I just thought there might be
Yeah.
two.
Do we have
that
like the toaster as an AI?
They can be in like multiple places at once. So yeah, so it's just the one guy.
What was that?
Controls all the toasters.
It's like Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Crossing the vastness of
Picard, that's right. Yeah.
the empty space, you start to approach the lesser obsidian cloud, and it does live up to its name. It's like light is kind of sucked out of the space, and even when the sun is shining on it, it has this inky blackness to it that just seems to make it like a hole in space.
Like a black hole?
Yeah.
Like a
makes it very hard to see.
I'm standing at the cooktop.
Yep.
In the kitchen, and there's a porthole window right above, and I'm looking out at it, and I'm slowly stirring
Wow.
whatever I'm
I
cooking,
can see that picture.
and just staring into the blackness.
Nice.
In kind of
so
a
you're
haze, a daze, and
You're
I'd like
seeing
to
the-
sense what is beyond in the obsidian
Ooh,
cloud.
nice.
Me too, because
Oh.
I've got a good sense. I'm
Give
underneath,
me-
I'm
give
underneath
me-
the table.
I thought you were just thinking of make a really good soup, but okay.
give me a sense beyond
I got a 5, so it's irrelevant that I was trying to.
I got a 9.
a 9. What is the
What?
A 9 means I've received fragments and mysteries.
What is it, Mr. Plum? What do you sense from the beyond?
Yeah, you definitely see his eyes glaze over, and he looks down at the swirling soup that is his evening meal, and also out at the swirling soup that is the obsidian cloud. Just briefly to see the cloud part, and from inside the cloud you see a reddish glow, and there appears to be a sort of at least a way to get further, deeper inside the cloud, out through this penetrating outer layer of this inky black gaseous.
Well, red's a very
liquid.
safe colour, just like my shirt, so that sounds fine.
Yes.
think
Feels
it's-
very comforting.
I think it's a giant raspberry. Yours.
It is, isn't it? It's a chocolate-coated raspberry.
That's where I was thinking. I was thinking it was one of those fancy restaurants where they like cook with charcoal. So it's actually a charcoal covered raspberry.
Understandable.
Right.
How do you plan to proceed, Johnny?
So the redness is like the inner layer.
It certainly seems like the clouds have parted just a slight amount to get you further, to allow you to see into this inner layer. Yeah.
But that's something
Is
only
it
Johnny's noticed?
A
or-
trap?
Yeah. It's either he's noticed it or he's manifested it. You're not entirely
Oh,
sure.
nice,
Yeah.
nice,
But
nice.
does everyone else see it as they look at it, or is it just me who sees it?
Well,
in my
we'll
room
say it's
being
just you
drunk.
at the moment.
I'm under one of the benches in the kitchen at Johnny's feet.
Where are you, Murray?
Jacob's feet.
I am tugging on my rope to make sure that Max
That's
has
true.
not gone too far.
No, I'm not on a
and-
rope anymore.
And how? Yeah, you say that.
Oh,
Keep him on a rope the whole time.
Are you
we
in the
call him a
kitchen?
leash.
Are you in the kitchen with us?
no, I think I'm outside the kitchen, but I've certainly still got you on a lead.
Murray's like, I've got a new pet.
So it's not a
And John,
lead.
are you there?
No,
or are
I'm-
you?
I'm teaching the boy discipline.
Where are you, John?
I'll be there too. I'll be in the kitchen. I love eating.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of our ship normally? Can we store alcohol
Alcohol
in giant
scooper?
things or like balloons?
Yeah, look, there
Or
would
goon
definitely be
Giant balloons.
a large facility, a large kind of hold where you could 3D print basically any kind of container or vessel to collect this sort of stuff in.
Can I?
When you say
can I
3D
ask
print,
the
you're talking about classic Star Trek kind of 3D print, right?
Yeah, like it just zoom. And it's
Yeah,
there.
cool.
Can I ask the ship what
Oh,
what its initial purpose was?
A toilet ship.
Yeah, a
Doctor
garbage
Space Station,
scow.
and everyone comes in and poos.
We're heroes.
Yeah, no, it's probably just a repurposed
Stock light freighter.
Light freighter.
freighter ship. Yeah.
The Millennium what? Falcon. Whatever.
What a ridiculous name. What shape is it?
Come up with something a bit more realistic.
It's a little bit boxy, and it's certainly not aerodynamic or sleek or anything cool like that. It's very
Volvo
It's a cube.
style ship.
it's boxy but good.
Hey, does anyone else see this cherry color coming out of the delicious chocolate? I mean, the chocolate colored sort of comet tail that's coming. That looks like dark chocolate, maybe 70%.
I come out from beneath the stainless steel professional kitchen.
Oh, jeez, don't you? Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
Why do you
sorry,
keep doing
sir.
that?
Where
Have
did
a
you
good
come from?
walkways.
Well, why is there a rope attached to you?
Certainly, Ben, you didn't sort of sense the beyond the same way that Johnny did, but the hairs on the back of your head, your neck, did prickle up, and you just get that uneasy feeling like you want to hide into a vent or
That's me
Run away.
staring. That's me staring at the back of your head, boy. That's all.
Did you feel the burn?
like
in that
this is a
spot
prison
in
ship.
your head?
There's something nasty in there. It's. I'm not sure it's very safe.
It's Murray's character.
What do you sense? I mean, or are you talking about?
I think it's going to be
are
safer
you
for you in there
talking-
than it is here.
I just feel danger. Yeah.
sorry,
Tom?
John.
Are you talking about the danger coming from the comet?
It's sort of
The meteor?
in a non-specific direction. Definitely
Or do you mean
involving-
more from William, who's
Okay.
holding the end of your leash?
Well, William's pretty scary, so it's all a bit mixed up.
I feel a little bit of what you're feeling, as I haven't rolled yet, so I don't actually know how well it is.
If you were a
Give me a
character,
sense beyond.
if you were
Is it a 2d6 roll?
Love it.
2d6.
2d6
plus your
plus
beyond.
whatever your beyond score is.
I'm going to
Cool.
role play until I know
I
how I
got
feel.
9 all up. Am I feeling
Feel
what Ben's feeling?
What did you get?
I got 9 all up.
9. So yes, you glance out and you see this deeper layer as well, and yeah, you definitely get the feeling that it does have the look of freshly spilt blood.
Hooray.
Are you smelling blood in your nostrils right now? Because that's what I'm getting.
That's right.
Oh, that's disturbing.
It's
Benny had a-
space.
Ace.
Ace. Get
All
used
right.
to it.
There's only one option. To plunge headlong and recklessly into the danger.
Good
I
boy.
thought-
I like you, kid.
There's
Good
only one
boy.
option.
Sorry, I meant man.
I suppose
because you're obviously over 21.
I suppose it's not really a series of options if there's only one of them, is it?
It's just the same option again and again.
There are 3 options.
Pick option A. Pick option A. Pick option A.
There's a bird going, you've gone the wrong way.
Option C is all of the above.
Would you like?
Birds.
Were you like option A or B? Option A or C?
Did we
or the
determine
above?
that we're going to collect the spalcohol? I'm going to call it that for now.
Spalcohol.
Space alcohol. Spalcohol
Spalcohol.
with a giant scoop that is deployed from the front of the vessel, and we just have to fly through the obsidian
I
cloud.
thought the nostrolator is going to have a giant straw attached.
Oh,
you can basically going to sniff it in to our 3D printed receptacle.
Yeah, sounds
in
good.
our,
That's
in our
all
garbage
barrels, as
compactor.
we call
Bad
them.
idea. Okay.
No, I think we're going to 3D print like a silver foil balloon
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then put it out and allow it to inflate and
That's right.
fill with alcohol.
And then we
So
can
our
say-
ship-
By the
put it inside
ship-
of
our ship is-
boxes.
company.
Our ship is essentially going to go through space going all the time.
Yeah.
And
We're going to call our ship the sinus clearance. No.
And that's how we Passed away.
And that's how we invented cask wine.
Exactly right.
And made so much money.
Interstellar Goonbag.
Welcome to the SS Goon Bag.
It may be crap quality, but there's lots of it.
Hey, it's cherry and
All right.
chocolate.
The ship starts. The ship says diving in recklessly is probably not a great plan.
What's your plan,
How
Captain?
about I?
Yeah,
drink it-
Captain.
How about I
Sidle up,
fly us closer?
sidle up to the edge and extend the nose straw.
The smeloscope or whatever
Nostrolator.
it's
The
called.
nostrolator.
Nostrolator. Deploy the nostrolator.
Don't stuff
Ploy
up
the
that name
nostril.
again. Boy.
So, sort of like diving headfirst into a giant canyon with a glowing blood red base to it. You see the sort of the black clouds on either side of you as you drop further and further into this sort of never-ending void, going further and further towards this red center.
I thought we were just sidling up to the
And,
edge and sucking in a bit of the outside of the cloud. But
That's what you thought, but the ship has a different idea.
Okay, cool.
We have to obey
What
our
if the-
Captain.
Yeah.
What
Well,
if- What if the quality of the alcohol on the
Yeah,
outside?
can we test the
like
alcohol on the edge
tips up,
first? And you're saying we
the
then
next
test
bit in
that?
is better, and then better,
Yeah.
so we can sell it for
Yeah,
even
so there
money.
is no alcohol on the outer edge.
So
It's not.
Oh, it's like
it's more sort
methanol or
of
whatever.
dust
Ah.
and blackness.
And so we, and the thing rammed that went through it, like knocked some out and
pulled it
cool.
out in a
Okay.
sort of
We
a
must go deeper.
compliance, and the ship's engines.
How did you get to be the
Spin up.
person that ordered the shipper? I love it.
I see people
That's
passing
so
through
wild.
captain.
Compliance.
The boy in a rope is now telling the ship what to do.
Someone's saying words.
I'm 21.
Yeah.
You are not
It's
the
like-
captain.
It's like, hey Google, go deeper into the asteroid.
So it ventures deeper, and when you sort of get past the outer layer, you notice that there is a space in between the red and the black, and it is maybe 2 ships in length, between these 2 layers.
And is that the good stuff?
Well, no, it's a sort of an empty space.
Cool.
But you do sort of fire up the nostrolator, and further around to your, I guess your left, your port
Yeah.
side, port
West.
west.
Yeah, West.
Starboard is
What's
right.
his
Starboard
space?
right. Porter's left. Yep.
So the port is left. So left, it detects the sort of the space.
Side G.
What did you call it? The spout hole.
Spalcohol.
Alcohol.
Yes.
So when you say it's blood coloured, it's actually probably more port coloured.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah. But you don't mean
Um,
left, right? You mean
No.
the color.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they're really
I'm just
lovely.
adding
They're really
extra
lovely
confusion.
pomegranate alcohol you get in Turkey. Oh yeah.
Burgundy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right,
Let's-
so I'm going to go down into the hold and start preparing the charcoal filters.
Yes.
Good idea.
I've
actually,
got memories of Dirk. All of a sudden, you brewer.
You mean the
Um,
character that got wiped out? The rubber?
Rubbed out, literally
Yeah.
rubbed out.
Wiped out.
And
So
Never-
yeah, roll me a. Sorry, you're going down into the hold to do that.
Yeah, I'm just getting it prepared for when we need to start sucking in the goon. This
Yeah.
alcohol.
So we're in this gap. We just go over to near the edge of the ready bit, the port,
Yeah.
and we deploy
ready
the
bit.
spalcohol. The spalcohol
Valve.
nostrolator
No,
extraction device.
this does feel like Star Trek.
And then just like
Spaceballs, more
and
Spaceballs.
then
than
we
Star Trek.
suck.
Yeah, it's
It's
Do we have to
definitely.
prime it by sucking on the end ourselves until it starts to come out the straw?
yeah.
That's right. That's right. It's a siphon.
Yeah, that's right.
It's definitely not quite there yet. You're going to have to venture a fair
Deeper.
ways into the cloud. It's giving you a direction rather than
Ah.
an actual.
Sorry, Dick. You said there was a 2 spaceship gap of space, and then what is it that we're hitting when it hits the red stuff?
So you've got this much worth of black cloud, and then you've got 2 spaceships wide, this corridor of sort of nothingness. And then you've got this reddish cloud that stretches off and appears to be sort of glowing from within.
So you're saying we sample this reddish cloud, but it's not spalcohol either.
It's not spalcohol, but definitely if you go in between the ships, but the 2 clouds,
fly
to
along.
your left, fly along in between those 2 cloud layers.
Okay.
The spalcohol is the nostrolator is picking up the spalcohol.
This is so scientific.
Can I just say, Derek, is this what you imagined when you thought of this story?
This is exactly.
This is going to be great.
You're like,
Oh,
wow,
shit.
I created
I
such
am
a
a
scientific...
seasoned Dicestormer DM, and I know what to expect.
Seasoned as in salted beyond recognition and sort of burnt a bit around the edges. Excellent, good. We carefully
As soon as they put
proceed.
alcohol
Yeah,
in, you know.
still food, but badly burnt.
That's right.
I think we're going to need to make some kind of nostrolator astro navigation roll
Yeah,
to
we move a
Who's
bit
the
and
navigator?
we keep sniffing, on the nostrolator.
yeah,
to see
absolutely.
whether we're getting
What's that?
warmer or colder.
Read another thought, manipulate
Let's go
another
acting
Is it a
under
plus-
pressure.
acting
Plus
under
2
pressure.
because we have a device to
Yes.
do it with.
So the two sides of this corridor that you're in are sort of roiling. You know that they sometimes it becomes down to 1 ship in width, and sometimes it goes out to 3 ships. So it's a constantly changing situation. So I'd like you to act under pressure.
All right,
to kind
I'm
of
acting under pressure. I'm
pilot the
rolling
ship.
balance plus roll. Here we go. Acting under pressure. And that is a total of a 9.
A 9.
You
A
falter,
9 is you,
buckle, or break.
the GM can offer you a worse outcome, a hard bargain, or an ugly choice.
Bring it.
On a 9.
On a 9.
You can.
Yeah.
The nostrolator can sample, create a sample of the
A testable sample.
spalcohol, or it can, but a large stream of acid is going to boil up and hit one of your systems.
Oh,
say one of your sisters.
bladder.
Lucky
Mine
we're
there.
not the ship, right?
I'm there sucking
Or-
on the siphon to get it
But
siphoning.
Yeah.
can we not transfer it through the charcoal filter system to get a little bit of the acid
well,
out?
It's not alcohol.
Oh, you want to sample it
at this
pure,
point.
don't you?
Yeah.
Well, we're
Yeah.
testing for navigation to see if we're getting hotter or colder towards the alcohol.
Or more drunk.
What's
one
your
of the two.
choice, Murray? Do you get the sample, or
So Max is on the end of the nostrolator doing the siphon.
and so is
Jacob?
Tom.
Oh, Tom, you're there too?
Yeah, I think I'm just tweaking all the machines.
Oh, have you got a nostril?
stuff.
You got a nostril each? Okay.
Oh, Ben, are we sharing?
Yeah. It's
I feel
not
a bit
usually
awkward, but-
hygienically recommended.
Well,
But,
there'd be two. There'd be 2 tubes, as Mary
All
said.
right,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to use my
It's not
left,
COVID
my,
safe though.
Neph-
use my
If it's
right nose into there, and you're probably going to use your left, so we're like lip to lip,
Oh, that's
But we're-
beautiful.
smelling.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we need to take a sample of the alcohol because I want to
My
see. if
lips
the
are pretty
son's-
dry and cracked. Just to some of your copious lip
I
balm.
wanna
rub
see
off-
if my
rub
son
off
can
on
handle
my
my
How did you
alcohol
know that I have
the
a
way I
pink
can.
lip balm? Oh my gosh, yes, of course you can. It's coconut flavour.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we're gonna take some alcohol, but also take a hit to one of the ship's systems with acid.
All right.
Okay. do
Alcohol shoots up the nostrolator and floods into your I guess,
Nostril.
your not your nostril, but your
Reproductive system.
yes.
Your carbon. What do you call them?
Charcoal burners, charcoal
Charcoal.
filtered.
Charcoal
Charcoal
filters.
filters. Yes, and almost at the same time, a huge bubble of green gas and liquid comes shooting up out of the red interior of this obsidian anomaly, and smacks into the side of your ship. And there is a bunch of warning sounds, and one of the engines, which was previously just idling at a very small rate, goes into a full burn.
Okay.
And
No risk,
the
no reward.
ship
That's all I can say.
starts to spin. And
not in a good way?
not in a good way. You
Okay.
feel thrust against the wall. You can see your alcohol is sitting there in the tank, and it's waiting there for you to come and test it. But the gravity is pushing everybody to the outer wall.
What did Ben and I snort? Is there something that comes from that?
I don't think you can really sort of snort it as it comes directly through the pipes.
Okay, cool.
Well, not with that attitude.
Yeah, cool. I wouldn't want to clear my sinuses. That's fine.
Okay.
So we're like plastered against the wall
Yes.
as it spins. Yeah.
And the whole room goes red as you realize you are diving deep into the red cloud
This is the way I wanted to go.
and spiraling downwards.
Oh
We will
no!
find out what happens.
Ooh!
No.
We will find out what happens after this break.
Yay!
Go and have a drink, everybody.
Got the drink.
I'm not encouraging you all to drink. I'm not.
Cherry flavored.
We'll be back after this, boys.
Thank you.
After these messages from our alcoholic advertising partners.